Hey, everybody, this is Greg Cowboys, and this is Randall Sliper, the other half of the last word of college football sports. How you doing today, Randall?
Oh, I'm doing good. We had a good, well, aside from my team, but there was some interesting games that ended up unfolding relatively well for the day. How about you?
Yeah. I'm still proudly wearing my Blue Jays hoodie today. Yes, they beat the Beast last night. And I
That
watched
sixth
the
inning.
I watched the national anthems tonight, and there wasn't a single boo during the U.S. anthem. Please do the same thing. Please, in Los Angeles, don't turn this into the two countries against each other. Please don't do that. It's
Agreed.
unnecessary.
Yep.
Um, Boy, did the Hoosiers ever beat up the Bruins today. Wow.
Beat
Uh,
them up. Yeah, I mean, Mendoza was second in Vegas odds for MVP, and I think that game probably puts him above Ty Simpson, would you say?
I think so. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I think Simpson gets all the credit because he goes to Bama, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, here's
Right.
the SEC. Here's the SEC noise coming out of Vegas for the Heisman Award.
Right.
Um, Georgia Tech 41-16 over Syracuse. Georgia Tech does not get spoken of enough. Haynes King today was 25 of 31, 304 yards, three TDs, 151 quarterback rating. He also ran for 91 yards and had two touchdowns on the ground as well. Um,
That's pretty much perfection for a quarterback.
yeah, and I'm telling you, this Georgia Tech team, when they play Georgia at the end of November,
Yep.
those Bulldogs are going down.
Man, I
I,
mean, their defense can use a little work, but they still have good pieces on the defense, and
yeah,
then they have all three levels when it comes to offense. Haynes King having that rushing ability, and he's big bodied, so he's not elusive. He's more power running. Then you have Jamal Haynes. You have Eric Singleton. Like they have a stacked team.
um, they are basically loaded, absolutely
Yeah,
loaded, right?
right.
Um, and last I saw, yes, I still see this. Stanford is up on Miami 7-0.
That's crazy.
Hey, this is Mario Cristobal.
Yeah,
Anything can happen, right?
I know. There's
Um,
no, they can't flounder this one.
well, hey,
Yeah.
um, Ole Miss got their win against Oklahoma, 34-26. It was an ugly game to begin with because of the weather, um, but Ole Miss played very well.
They did. I mean, they did. I mean, Chambliss is such a good quarterback. I'm so glad, him coming out from D2, going into D1, and just doing it immediately on for Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin completely trusts him in everything. I mean, even he kind of had to take over because Oklahoma did a really good job against Keywan Lacey overall when it came to rushing. So it was a lot of his Chambliss's in hands to win that game.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. Memphis came back and beat USF 34-31. Um, they said this morning, everybody was picking USF this morning,
Yeah.
except, of course, for the comedian guy who was a Vandy guy, but he said Memphis.
Yeah.
Well, he was right.
Yeah.
Um, Memphis beat USF. That is still just a solid football team in Memphis, even though they had their loss. Um, Wake Forest 13, SMU 12. That was bizarre.
Bizarre. Defense, SMU defense had five turnovers.
Yeah,
Like insane. Kevin Jennings, man, only 171 yards passing, just one interception, 4 for 17 on third down. Like, how can you not give your defense that win? That's bad.
that's horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
And the Auburn Tigers did beat the Arkansas Razorbacks 33-24. It's a sad day for us Arkansans. Yeah, okay. Can we just move on to another game?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is heartbreaking for many reasons for me. Even though when it comes down to it, it is what it is. Uh, you know, the area was getting on board with Bobby Petrino being the head coach, especially with a game like this. If we take the win, then basically the region would have been okay with Bobby Petrino taking over, and then us paying money for a defensive coordinator. But it's so surprising that Arkansas is so predictable that we have to give up a lead in the fourth quarter at all times by us shooting ourselves in the foot. Like new coach, older coach, Bielema, Pittman, Petrino interim. It's the same story every single game, and it's absolutely wild. I don't know how the laws of physics or the Murphy's Law even works that we keep doing it every game.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my rant. We're done. Next game.
All right. Okay. Let's go on to the Huskies pounded Illinois 42-25. That Huskies team is still a tough squad to beat, especially with their ground game.
And I mean, they got the full package. You got Roebuck, who is a really good freshman that was injured early. Now he's coming into his own. Denzel Boston threw a touchdown and had over 150 yards receiving and a touchdown. Jonah Coleman over 100 yards, and then Demon Williams probably can run a 4.4, right?
I think he's easily a 4.4. I think he can go 4.3 quite easily at the 40. I
agree.
But again, I don't really judge the 40-yard in their underwear. I don't judge that. I want to see what they actually can do on a football field. That's how I judge them, right?
And he does it on the football field. He
does it. BYU, another unbeaten team that isn't being respected enough. They pound Iowa State 41-27.
That was a close game for a while, and Iowa State was favored in that game, which is crazy, which was a little bit crazy. Yeah, I really thought BYU was going to take that game, and they did, which is good.
All right, Vanderbilt beat Missouri 17-10. Boy, the Missouri quarterback leaves with the air cast on. That's awful to see.
Very awful to see.
Go ahead.
Definitely changed the dynamics of the game when it came down to it. I think that Vanderbilt got that edge when that happened. And it was unfortunate because it was just like a roll up in a pile. So then, I couldn't really see what happened. And then they put the air cast in there. And he didn't look like he was like grimacing. So I'm not sure what it was. But that really changed that whole entire game because it was all defense. And then you go with a backup quarterback. Then you just go major run, mistake free. And that's how Vanderbilt can take over.
And Vanderbilt goes to play Texas next week. This Texas Longhorns team, they're currently in overtime with Mississippi State, correct? What's the score now?
45-38. Texas got their touchdown. Mississippi is just starting now at 2nd and 10 on theirs. But Texas is just so inconsistent. And honestly, Vanderbilt is pretty consistent. So I'm going to take the consistent team when it comes down to that.
Oh, I totally agree with you for next week. Washington State pounded Toledo 28-7. Again, the Cougars are playing very tough defense. They are just pounding on people with their defense. Iowa, okay, don't have a heart attack, okay? Iowa scored 41 points and beat the Golden Gophers 41-3 today.
I didn't even know that'd be possible.
Yeah, it was like 41.
Yeah,
Iowa?
that is not their style.
Yeah. And another unbeaten team, the Navy Midshipmen, 42-32 against Florida Atlantic.
There you go.
I can't wait till the 13th of December when we pound the daylights out of Bill's Army team. I can't wait. I cannot wait for that. And then the 4th-ranked Alabama's Crimson Tide beat South Carolina 29-22. That was a tough loss for the Gamecocks. Lenore Sellers with the fumble.
Why? What do you think about that play call?
I don't like it. I hated
it. Why? It didn't make any sense. At least even like an outside run, let him roll out and kind of figure that out. An inside run right down the center just didn't make any sense. That annoyed me because South Carolina had that.
And they were on their way to kicking a field goal to beat Alabama.
And Lenore Sellers played very well for not great for the first quarter, very well for the third quarter, got it really in line. He was being very elusive in his running. Everything was going well for South Carolina. It's just bad play call. Awful play call.
Awful. Absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
The Cincinnati Bearcats pounded Baylor 41-20. Kansas State just beat up on Kansas today, 42-17. We now know it's 45-38 for Texas over Mississippi State, but Texas Tech, hello, they got well again, beating up Oklahoma State 42-0.
Yeah.
It's
an easy get right game.
I still say Texas Tech is the easy winner of the Big 12 this year.
All day for sure.
Yeah. So let's talk.
Who were we just talking about? Because oh my god, what game that I'm trying to find? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Trying to find Sorsby is somebody that is going to be super interesting to follow for the rest of this year and into next year. He's playing lights out. He's kind of an underrated quarterback that that I think people should be talking about a lot more.
Well, I'll give you another underrated quarterback who most people have no idea who he is. And he plays for the North Dakota State Bison.
Ooh, Cole Payton?
Yeah.
He's a dog. He is a dog.
Go
ahead.
Because of the level that he plays at, of course, he's going to be put down, right?
Right.
I like him a whole lot better than I ever liked Carson Wentz coming out of that school.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing, and that's what I was going to ask. Is I like him more when he's coming out of North Dakota. He's physical in his running. He wants to sling it. Like definitely when he gets to the NFL, somebody's got to rein him in a little bit. But he's just balls to the wall, 100% effort every single play, and he slings it. I like his style.
And if you've got this game on, you're watching the number 1 and the number 2 teams in the country go at it. They're both 7-0. That's going to be phenomenal.
And another one is the North Texas quarterback threw for almost 600 yards, or did he throw for 600 yards yesterday?
I think he did throw for 600. Let me just see here.
Friday, North Texas. Yeah, Charlotte. He'll be able to transfer next year, and I think he'll get a good transfer. Yeah, Mestamaker, 608 yards, 4 touchdowns, 37 for 49. Insane stat line.
Yeah.
Three players over 100 yards receiving. Good day.
Very good day.
Yes. Okay, so now that we talked about underrated quarterbacks, what was your question before that?
Okay, I have it here in the program. Can Diego Pavia win the Heisman Award? Kenny?
With that win, even though I do think that the Missouri game changed the dynamic because Pavia was out and it was low scoring, 3-3 at half, low scoring. So Diego Pavia didn't have the stats. It's going to probably come down to success. If Diego Pavia can do really good things for the final year and in the playoffs, then there's a full competition to have. Then there's a full conversation to have. But I do think.
Well, remember, he only has to play Texas next week.
Right.
2 more games, and then they play the Volunteers to end their season.
Right.
So
yes. So those will be good. Those will be good wins. Yeah. If he takes them.
And the Volunteers are not going to be favored against Vanderbilt this year. I don't see how. I don't see how.
I agree, especially after that win. My only issue is, as you said, as we talked about the SEC bias and the bias when it comes down to it, is if Fernando Mendoza has a pretty easy path for the rest of the year, correct? Like they can pretty much they can just go through, so they can be undefeated at the end of the year. And Mendoza is playing the best football out of the quarterback position in my eyes.
He now has 5 straight games with 4 touchdown passes.
Right.
Yes, he had 1 pick today, but hey.
Right. 4-1 ain't bad.
But it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt the Hoosiers, right?
Right. Exactly. And then if Ty Simpson has lost today, that would be another discussion. But again, with the biases, he is going to be up there as well with who he's played and won against, and how he's playing. He is playing very well. So like right now, I feel like Diego Pavia going through the Heisman candidate is going to sit in that third or fourth place, and he's going to have to do something spectacular to jump.
to get the jump. Yeah.
I think it's possible though. I mean, he's fourth in
Yeah.
Vegas, right, or fifth in Vegas right now. I
Yeah.
don't see Marcel Reed really taking it unless, again, he does something fantastic. Julian Sayin is third for the Heisman, but I think Ohio State's too complete to really call a Heisman for Julian Sayin. I think Julian Sayin can win a Heisman next year with 2 years of complete play.
I completely agree. I don't buy saying being in the mention for the Heisman Award.
Right.
Not buying that one.
Team's too good.
Yeah.
Team's just way too good.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
yeah, there's a path. There's a path.
So who was your star of the day?
My star, because I pretty much I guessed yours, so I skipped it. If I'm right, I'll tell you. But my star is going to be Brandon Lewis from Memphis. I know his stat line was not insane, but he went 27 for 34, over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He has now beaten. They have now beaten Arkansas, and now they have now beaten USF. They have for the rest of the year Rice, Tulane, ECU, and Navy to make it to the college playoffs. This win for Memphis kind of solidified their highest for Group 5 getting into the playoffs. I think that now Memphis has a clear path to get to the playoffs, and I love that. So this mistake-free game, especially in the Memphis USF, there wasn't a lot of mistakes made. Byram had 1 interception, that was pretty much it, and it went back and forth, and they just played. What Memphis does is they just never panic, and it's wild. Like they were down 21-7 at the end of the first half. USF got a touchdown after that. Memphis scored a touchdown, then USF got a field goal. And then they were down 31-17 at the end of the third quarter. And then they still kind of held it together and got it going. So what they're doing in Memphis is awesome, and I think Brandon Lewis gets a shout out.
Well, Haynes King is my star.
That was my guess.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I mean, hey, he just does everything. And
He does.
I don't see how the Georgia Bulldogs defense, the way that they're playing this year, handles the Haynes King experience again.
I don't know either.
I really don't.
Especially the way Georgia Tech runs their offense, right?
Yeah.
Insane amount of motions, insane amount of like chess matches when it comes to before snapping the ball, and then having Haynes King and who he is just so difficult to. You're basically planning for 3 things at once every single play.
Yep. Yeah. Fernando Mendoza, of course, had a very good day as well, but Haynes King was my star of the day. Who are your top 5?
Top 5 players overall.
Teams. Top 5 teams. Top 5 teams.
Top 5 teams. Let's see. So number 1 is Ohio State. Number 2, Indiana. Number 3 right now, A&M. Number 4, let's see. I give it. Number 4, I'm going to go Ole Miss. Number 5, I'm going to go Alabama right now. I think the top 3 are correct.
The top 3 are right. The top 3 are right, but your 4 and 5 I'm disagreeing with.
Who you got?
I have Georgia Tech as my number 4 team.
Georgia Tech is number 4?
Yeah.
I like that Ole Miss beat Oklahoma today. So
and
I'm going to move them up.
Ole Miss moves up to 5. I got them I've got them right now ahead of Alabama.
Yeah. I mean, again, Alabama did not play great, but they were in South Carolina. Great atmosphere in South Carolina. They did come out with that win. So that's a huge away win. So that's why I put them at 5, and I would put Georgia Tech at 6, probably Oregon at 7. Vanderbilt at 8 with that win. I would put Texas Tech at 9 and Notre Dame at 10.
That sounds pretty fair. Although I'm not being too biased about the Fighting Irish.
Well, that's why I said it first.
That's right. It wasn't me. I didn't say they were a top 10 team. I still have them sitting right outside the top 10 though. But
fair. I mean,
When next week after we destroy those junior Catholics at Boston College, there, uh, yeah, I might have some other words to say. Yeah,
Yeah. No, Notre Dame has their path. Just, they have their path to the college playoff. They have their path to go through it too. I mean, Notre Dame's looking good. The defense is back in action. Jeremiah Love looks now. During the summer, everybody said it was Jeremiah Love gap, then 2, 3, 4 running backs. Now that's back into fruition in my eyes. Now it is Jeremiah Love gap. Then we're talking about other running backs. So they're all putting it together.
Your guy's now number 2 on my list.
He is.
Joe,
I love it. Listen, he's my
he's
dog.
number 2.
Yeah, I love it.
And,
But
and Nick Singleton and Katron Allen have fallen down.
yeah, no kidding.
Along with the rest of the Penn State knitting the lines.
Listen, Ohio State lost 2 last year and ran it.
Yep. So, if Notre Dame comes in with that same 10-2 mark or 11-2, whatever the number is, 11-2, I think, they can be a playoff team, and who knows what they can do to people.
Absolutely.
Because again, this defense is now woken up. They got their linebackers very involved. Nobody wants to throw the ball against Leonard Moore. They all want to go after Christian Gray. Well, what does Christian Gray do? He gives up, and he comes up with a pick.
Yep.
Bad. He does not care if you put numbers on him. He doesn't care.
Right.
He's going to do whatever it takes for him and his team to win.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yeah. He gets it because he can plan it. He's mental about that, and that's what he gets it done. Remind me, like for Buffalo, like Rasul Douglas when he was in Buffalo, when he was in Green Bay. So that's what he did. Is he was more of a zone guy. You look there, you give that 10, you give that 10. But then once you start getting tells, you're like, okay, this is when I'm going to jump, and that's when you jump, and that's when you take the ball away.
And don't forget, there's also Jadarian Price, who gives you 100-yard kickoff returns and things like that. So I think the Irish do have a path to the playoff this year. What's the score in the overtime game?
Over.
Over?
45-38.
45-38. Okay, the Longhorns do win. I just don't trust these Longhorns.
No. And now Sarkisian's coming out talking about how he wants to coach in the NFL and stuff like that, and that's never good for the locker room halfway through when you're starting to hear that. So he's talking about wanting to go play or coach for the Titans and stuff like that. So add inconsistency to more inconsistency just is not going to work for Texas.
And Steve Sarkisian trying to jump to the NFL is just a stupid move.
What?
He is not Jimmy Johnson. He's not
no.
Pete Carroll. He is none of the above of college coaches who have succeeded at the NFL level.
I don't know what NFL team would honestly look at him, to be honest with you. And especially like the NFL when it comes to coaches are pretty like linear line thinking, to be honest with you. Like, what can you do for me now, and where's your success? And a lot of hard-headed white owners will look and be like, well, Arch is not playing to the best of his ability this year. Why would we take you? Why would you go to Cam Ward?
You had Quinn Ewers for how long, and what was his development? Not very good.
Yeah.
Hello.
Fighting with his defense at practices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So out of the head coaching gigs that are available right now, which one is the best gig? Is it going to be Penn State?
Yeah, I think it'll be Penn State because Franklin did actually, other than this year, did a good job rebuilding it up and things along those lines. So I would say it's Penn State. And then I think it's Florida after that, because Florida does need their resurgence back. And I think whoever they hire next, I think they are going to make the right hire to get Florida Gators back to where they are. So I would say first Penn State, second Florida.
You got Florida as number 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to I'm going to say that my top 2 gigs, of course, Penn State would be one. geez, I don't know about Florida.
Yeah. I
I
mean, you're
really
right. I
don't.
mean, true and tried, it keeps not working out.
Yeah,
So I get it. I just like
I'm
the
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say the Razorbacks gig is a good gig. I'm gonna say the
thank you.
Razorbacks.
Thank you. Yes. I mean it Florida's better. But but it is a good gig for like somebody that would really want to bring a SEC team back out of the ashes because that's really what does need to happen. And Bobby Petrino as a head coach back in the day was the best head coaching we had since. So if anybody like Ed Orgeron wants to come back and he wants to come and coach again and come to the SEC, it would be nice to get somebody like that to try and revive. If not, then I think it's lower. I mean, I'd be interested. UCLA's open. Yeah, Virginia Tech deserves a good coach, to be honest with you. Virginia Tech goes so hard for their team. Um, so I would like Virginia Tech to get a good coach. Stanford would be interesting because you got good old GM over there that could probably find yourself a good quarterback. So that's interesting. But
Andrew Luck.
yep,
And they also got what, a $50 million donation. It's just like,
there
huh?
you go. Yep.
Uh-huh. Uh, okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Money's crazy now. Money's insane.
Oh, it is. It's just off the wall, crazy deep.
Yep.
Um, the Dodgers are up 1-0, but the Blue Jays have men on first and third. There's nobody out, and Vladdy Guerrero is at bat.
There you go. We got 14-7 in A&M and LSU. Casey Concepcion, who is my wide receiver 5, I believe, scored a 15-yard touchdown right here, kicking off to LSU.
There you go.
This is a good high-scoring game, by the way. I think we're 5 for 5 when we are doing this show, and then we get a 6:30 game, and it's like 3-3 by half.
Yeah, yeah. It's usually been a nightmare.
Yeah.
You know, I'm I'm a little surprised that Yamamoto is in trouble here in the first inning. This is
Yeah.
this is
They
highly
need they
unusual.
need Yamamoto to last at least 6 innings, realistically. If he doesn't, then that's trouble.
This Blue Jays team reminds me of the 1993 Blue Jays, who were a veteran laden team. But man, those guys would be down in the sixth inning, and all of a sudden, Molitor or somebody would light things up, and that they would beat everybody, everybody.
Right. Right.
And
No
again,
no miss.
last night, that ninth run inning in the sixth inning was just wow.
Yeah. And it's the no missing chain link sort of thing. Everybody is congealed because the grand slam was a pinch hitter. Like brought him in to hit that, and he did it like, in his opportunity. So impressive all around.
Well, Addison Barger was in the minors earlier this year. He had
Yep.
28 home runs, 102 RBIs for the Blue Jays for the season. And yeah, he hit the first ever pinch hit grand slam home run in World Series history. So, we shall see.
Yep.
We shall see.
Gotta
So what
get
are, what other
gotta get
games are you watching tonight?
let's see. You know me and the late night is one of my faves. What do we got? Last night there was a good one. Virginia Tech and Cal, by the way.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good matchup. I'm sad that Cal lost. JKS does not deserve to lose to Cal at all, and he's probably going to get
And
hurt.
it's now Stanford 7, Miami 7 at halftime.
Let's see.
And the Oregon Ducks are not doing very much against Wisconsin. It's 0-0 with 2:08 left in the second quarter. That's a shocker.
Very. Let's see. Colorado, Utah. Probably the Houston Arizona State is probably the most interesting one going on that might be a little bit later. But Colorado, Utah. Utah's defense is good. I like John Henry Daly as an edge rusher, and then
that's the game I get is Colorado Utah later tonight.
yeah,
So
maybe Sanders is an option for Arkansas, which is here nor there.
no,
I know.
no.
I know he applied for it. I know he said he's wanted it. So he's a candidate for the Arkansas job, whether that be good or not.
Yeah, I just don't see that happening.
I don't either.
I don't see the alumni going, yeah, okay, yeah. No.
Jerry, though. I mean,
Okay,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
But yes, there's
That's
other candidates. I'd rather take UTSA's head coach. He was a running back coach for a little bit. I like him.
Yeah.
And then, hey, SMU lost today. Lastly, maybe thinking about it after that brutal loss sort of thing. Maybe they'll actually part ways. I wouldn't mind Memphis's head coach, to be honest with you. He's probably going to be able to take a leap after this year.
Yeah.
He plays sound defense. We definitely need a defensive-minded head coach when it comes down to it, because it's just nothing but Swiss cheese. So we got to be able to try and figure out the offense while playing good defense instead of flipping it now.
Yeah. No, it's got to change in Fayetteville.
Agreed. We love our football.
They've got to get a better coach, and they have to go and beat a Georgia or an Alabama with a new head coach and pound one of those teams. Then I'll be a happy camper.
100%.
Yeah.
Fran Brown, if you're watching right now.
Fran Brown.
Come fix Arkansas.
Yes, come and fix us. But he's a very good offensive head coach, though. So
he is, but he's a great recruiter. So that's kind of maybe counteract it and then go from there.
Yeah. But again, the dream is alive in Fayetteville right now, isn't it?
Yeah. For right now, at least for basketball, we got hopes and dreams for basketball.
Well, yeah. I used to love watching Nolan Richardson. I mean, the 40 minutes of death. They just destroyed teams.
Yeah, 100%. And then, I mean, Coach Calipari's doing his thing. We played an exhibition against Cincinnati. That's actually pretty good. We blew them out. Everything looks good. I think we have the best freshman duo. So we won't talk about basketball much, but at least Fayetteville has something to look forward to once the season is over.
Yeah, indeed.
Man,
indeed.
Texas A&M's front line is so fast. It's really hard to figure them out. I think that's third or fourth sack already in between the second quarter on Texas A&M. Cassius Howell, I don't know how he's going to pan out in the NFL, but man, that dude is fast on the outside.
Yep. Yeah, he definitely is.
There you go. LSU punting, 13:44 to go. Still 14-7. What's the score of the baseball?
It's still 1-0. The Jays now have two guys out. So Yamamoto has suddenly gotten his pitching going again. There, he struck him out. There's the third out. So it's 1-0 for the Dodgers at the way into the first. But again, this Blue Jays team doesn't care what you do early to them. They just
3-0 Houston, Arizona State.
State.
It would not be surprising if Houston could take this for sure. But Arizona State's been playing well. Jordan Tyson is out today.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's out.
That's big.
This Oregon team is just not doing anything tonight. Dante Moore is 8 of 14, 80 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But the running game is just is very quiet, except for Davison, who's got 46 yards.
Yeah, Whittington's got 7. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh yeah.
I mean,
Interesting.
Hunter Simmons is 1 of 9 for the Badgers. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're doing real good there, son.
Ooh. And that one is 12 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dante Moore. I'm a big fan of Dante Moore. He is probably a 2027 guy in my eyes. So then he can kind of get right better
I think he needs another full year.
for sure.
Yeah. I
Which
think
makes it
next year's case is going to be between Dante Moore and Arch Manning will be next year.
Dante
That'll,
Moore.
that'll be those will be the top 2 guys that'll go.
Okay, is that with? Do you think Lenora Sellers is going to declare this year?
I think Sellers declares this year.
Okay, I think he does too. With the how quarterbacks are kind of facing off right now because you got Ty Simpson, Fernando Mendoza. Why not? I mean, I'm sure that Lenora Sellers, especially with this good game this year, can figure out how to get that third quarterback taken in the first round with his
Lenore
athleticism.
Sellers is going to go down. He's going to go down in the draft order though, and he could go to a team with a good offensive line because
sure.
he doesn't have one at South Carolina. This is what cost
0.
That's what cost them today.
For sure, 100%. He's running for his life so much.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, I think like most of America says he's going to transfer, but I think with what 2027 quarterback class looks like, and then what this looks like now, I think it would just be get out, declare, go to a team, learn through there for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and he would be an excellent backup quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, because he has a lot of the Lamar Jackson in his running.
For sure, 100%. All right, Ducks got their first touchdown.
Yeah. Davison for 3 yards.
Davison for 3 yards.
Yeah. So it's now 7-0 with 1:07 left in the first half. I was going to say, is it raining in Eugene? Because I mean, there's got to be
no passing, all rushing.
There's got to be something going on there.
Now you sparked my curiosity.
Boston College leads Louisville 10-7. 8:46 left in the second quarter.
Louisville leads?
No, Boston College is up 10-7.
Interesting.
That school up north has a 10-0 lead over the Michigan State Spartans, which is not a surprise. Tennessee's up 14-7 on Kentucky.
It's raining there.
It is raining in Eugene?
Yep.
See, I knew something. I thought it never rained in Eugene for a football game.
Yeah. It's because Hunter Simmons is 1 for 9.
Yeah.
It's raining. There's his excuse.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised at the end of the first quarter the Wolverines only have a 10-point lead over the Spartans, but
yeah, same. I figured it would have been much higher than that.
Yeah. All right, so give everybody your star of the game today.
My star of the day?
Yep.
Good old Memphis quarterback Brandon Lewis. 307 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, leading Memphis in the highest group of 5 to make it to the college playoffs. Do your work, Memphis.
There you go. And mine, of course, is Mr. Haynes King, the Georgia Tech quarterback, who was 25 of 31 for 304 yards, 3 touchdowns in the air. He ran the ball 12 times for 91 yards, so 7.6 yards per carry, and 2 more touchdowns. I'll say it again. I think this Yellow Jackets team beats the Bulldogs at the end of November. Unless there's a bunch of injuries that they have between now and then, this Georgia Tech team is going to beat up Kirby Smart's team.
I agree.
I just see it.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Because the Bulldogs have started off games very slowly. Georgia Tech doesn't start slow. They come at you right off the bat.
100%. Yep. Get that lead and keep that lead.
Yep.
Because I can't see Georgia making that comeback. I agree. And then, yeah, they got everything. I do like that. The college football is going to be a lot of fun. If Alabama lost today, the college football playoff, the whole entire top 25 would have been absolutely bonkers.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
It would have gone absolutely nuts. I would have had Notre Dame in the top 10.
For sure. Absolutely. After that loss, if Alabama pulls another loss, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, block kick by LSU. Block punt, went in the end zone. What a block. I think he was a free rusher.
Well, Nussmeier's 8 of 11 with 64 yards and a TD.
Yeah, didn't look great.
Marcel Reed is only 6 of 11, 79 yards and a TD. But he does have 60 yards running.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just straight free rusher for that safety. That's going to change all the momentum. Nice block. There you go. 14-9.
Yep. And we all know Baton Rouge at night is not a fun place for the visitor.
No, not at all. They had I think they lead, which was a random stat that they pulled out, that they have the most wins in the nation at night with 90 in the 2000s, which is impressive. Yeah. I mean, they get a lot of prime times. 90 wins is a lot.
Well, if you're down in Louisiana, you don't want to be playing in the daytime because it's just darn hot. It is hot.
And constantly raining because of the humidity.
Yep. Yep. At least Baton Rouge area is.
For sure.
And Kevin Gosman just struck out the Dodgers, so they're coming back to the plate here in the second inning now. Boy, he gives up 1 or 2 runs early, but man, that guy just stays in these games and he just starts destroying people with that splitter.
Yep. That's when you know you got a good pitcher, is allowing that. Like, any pitcher that starts super hot, in my opinion, most of them will end up kind of like not caving, but kind of like degressing throughout the game. But if you start figuring them out, like, good pitchers will try things to see what works. And if you allow 1 to 2 runs, but settle in and just blanket them afterwards, that's kind of a good pitcher.
Now that LSU has the ball at their 31-yard line, so because they get the ball right back after scoring the safety.
Yep. Does Virginia fall out of the top 25 for almost losing to UNC?
Well, I was going to ask you that question. I would say that they fall down to like 21 or something because Bill Belichick's team just should not have been that close to Virginia. But
not at all.
And Virginia had to come back to win that game.
Right, exactly. I thought, to be honest, I flipped it for a second because it wasn't close, but then I had to go back to it just because of that. Insane, absolutely insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought the same thing. I honestly put him at 25.
I'm just sad that the Texas Longhorns will remain in the top 20s because I just don't buy them being a top 20 team this year. I just don't.
No, you never win a game. You've never won a game if you score 24, have to come back on a 24 points to bring it into OT in the fourth quarter. All 24 points in the fourth quarter. That means Mississippi State lost the game. You did not win the game.
Bingo.
The other team lost it.
Mississippi State lost that football game. That's the way I look at it as well.
100%.
especially with this Texas defense that they keep bragging about. I haven't seen this Texas defense play really good, except against Oklahoma with Mateer playing hurt.
Right.
That's the only game that I saw them playing very well. That
100%.
was it.
Yep.
So again, if you can
Ooh.
come out with for one quarter and do this, well, okay, that's great, but you're not
Yeah.
impressing me much.
100%. Like, couldn't agree more. Looks like Nussmeier took a big shot to his non-throwing arm. Ooh. Yeah, he's feeling that. We'll have to see what. I mean, obviously he can still play. I think it's non-throwing arm. Definitely took a shot though. That hurts. Carson
Yeah.
Wentz, like Thursday night, that was bothering him.
Oh my lord! The Dodgers just missed a foul ball, not a foul ball, just a hit about 20 feet in front of the catchers, and the first baseman just missed it.
Really?
The unbelievable. There was four. The third baseman, the first baseman, the pitcher, and the catcher were all there.
Just
Oh lord!
miscommunication. Who
Uh,
was calling off who? And then did it just drop, or did somebody actually attempt
the
to
first
catch?
baseman called everybody off, and he overran the ball.
Dang. Nothing but getting that crowd going, being in Toronto on an air
Oh
like that.
lord! Freddie Freeman, who is a kid from Canada, by the way. Both of his
Yep.
parents were Canadian, and he plays for Team Canada in the WBC because his mom passed away, and he decided to join Team Canada for that. But that
right.
was ugly. That was ugly. Yeah, I'm still putting Georgia Tech in my top 5.
I love it. Here's another good quarterback stat line for you. Miller Moss.
Yeah.
1 for 5, 6 yards.
All right, Miller.
Yeah, have such a good game against Miami. And almost into half, by the way. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first half. 1 for 5 for 6 yards.
Wow, Miller. I guess I don't have that many Louisville Cardinals that I can pick up this year. Do you remember that the off-season draft we did with them and I ended up having all these ACC players, the Cardinals. It was, what are you guys doing? That's all I was left to take was ACC guys. It was horrifying.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
But I mean, they were good players. It was just like, why are you guys leaving all the ACC guys for me?
Stanford's got the ball, third quarter, still 7-7.
Yep. And Mario Cristobal does not have very fond memories of Stanford.
Right. Next week, you got Oklahoma, Tennessee.
Yep.
Penn State, Ohio State, which is what it is. Vanderbilt, Texas. Rutgers, Illinois. Taking it, Illinois just went down. I like Rutgers' defense. Cincinnati, Utah is a good game. South Carolina, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is just going to stomp on South Carolina next week.
Ole Miss's front four will dominate South Carolina's offensive line. I mean, if Florida's playing like this, well, no, SMU just had a terrible game. That's probably not happening. Yeah, I was going to say.
Let's see. UNC goes up to Syracuse on Halloween. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, scary game. That's a funny game to watch. That'll be interesting.
Navy plays North Texas next week. That could be a bit of a battle.
That is going to be a battle.
Meanwhile, Army travels out to Colorado to play Air Force. Texas Tech will be playing Kansas State next week. North Carolina State's about to get destroyed by the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Most definitely.
Let's see. What other games next week? Virginia travels out to Cal. Good luck. Good luck, Cavaliers.
Yeah. Man, if the Cal defense can just do something. Like against Virginia Tech, it was just awful tackling, like just bad defense. JKS was doing it all. He's so impressive. He's going to be, I mean, it will be 2028. I think he's already set. He's already QB1 for 2028. Like, if there's a betting line, I would just bet my house that he will be the best quarterback coming out in 2028.
Oh, I don't doubt that. I don't.
He's so good. USC Nebraska? Not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Let's see. What did Boise State do today? They beat up on Nevada. Oh, gee, the state of Nevada doesn't play against Boise State. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Because we know what they did to the Running Rebels.
Right.
Oh. All right, everybody. This has been the last word for college sports this week. We've got our top fives already out there. We've given you our stars of the week. And we've given you the games for next week as well. You'll be here 8 p.m. Eastern time next week.
Cannot wait.
For the last time with daylight savings time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought that wasn't existent anymore.
No, it exists. It exists. Yeah. They haven't gotten rid of this just yet.
No, yeah. I am pro, by the way, and I know I'm one of like probably nobody, but I am pro daylight savings time. I do enjoy the longest summers possible. I love that the sun sets at like 9 o'clock in the summer.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on daylight saving. I want to keep this hour that we have right now. That's
right.
I don't want to fall back to standard time period because as I get older, I hate losing the hour. I really do.
That's fair.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can keep daylight savings, and I'll be happy.
For sure.
But, they're talking about they're talking about another vote here for it. So I don't know.
Just worry about the small stuff, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'll tell you, it's nuts. Anyhow, Randall, we'll see you here 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on November the 1st.
All right. Have a good night. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Take care.